and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Well, we have a nice little story here. It's actually from Jason Lemoir. So what he's actually done, he's actually trying to run up the bill a hell of a lot now. And it's going to show. So we're going to jump straight into it. It's actually a notice of submission hearing. So please take notice that the hearing on defendants Monica Rial and Ronald Toye's motion to compel deposition and documents of Chris Latosh is set for hearing by written submission only on Thursday, November 7th, 2019 at 11 AM in the 141st Judicial District Court before Judge John P. Chupp and dated October 30th, 2019, respectfully submitted by Jason Lemoir. And it's kind of interesting all of this is now because he's going in and he's trying to get all these done. And it's almost like he's just trying to run up the bill. I know, who would have thought that he would try and run up the bill, try and get a little that bit of extra cash out of his GoFundMe, or as they like to call it, his war chest. War chest, man, what a name, innit? So, we're going to carry on. The motion to dismiss appeal for lack of subject matter, jurisdiction, and as premature. Appellees Monica Rial and Ronald Toye files this motion to dismiss appeal for lack of subject matter, jurisdiction, and as premature and show as follows. A. Procedural background in the court below. So, VM sued Monica Rial and Ronald Toye in the trial court below on April 19th, 2019 by the filing of plaintiff's original petition. On July 19th, 2019, they filed their motion to dismiss under the Texas Citizens Participation Act. Well, we all, the TCPAs, we all know what we've seen them as well. We know what they've done. On October 4th, 2019, the trial court entered its order granting defendants Venomation and Monica, Ron and Jamie Markey motion to dismiss under the TCPA in the order. The trial court granted the motion to dismiss, reserving the issue of attorneys' fees, costs, expenses, and sanctions as allowed under the TCPA. On October 24th, 2019, VM filed his notice of appeal, seeking appellate review of the order and all orders granting fees, costs, or sanctions thereafter, entered in the proceedings below. The order on its face did not dispose of all claims between all parties and cannot serve as a final judgment subject to appeal. This court lacks jurisdiction because the order is not final. I like how he's literally saying that, you lack this to the actual courts. Nice one, Jay Sean. This court's jurisdiction is dependent on whether a judgment or order is final. The general rule, with a few mostly statutory exceptions, is that an appeal may be taken only from a final judgment. The order lacks finality because, on its face, the trial court reserved for further determination the issue of attorneys' fees and sanctions as provided under the TCP Remedies Code. In particular, the order states, the court retains jurisdiction so that defendants may submit evidence and briefing in support of an award of attorneys' fees, costs, expenses incurred in defending the action, and an appropriate sanction pursuant to Texas Civil Practice or nollies. Defendants shall file their request for fees, costs, expenses, and appropriate sanctions within 30 days of this order. And he just carries on, because it's almost like he's I don't want this appeal because it could go against us, which is obvious. I can see why he would file this, but the way it's all written out and some of the things in it makes you think, like, Jay Sean, you went 17-0. Are you really that scared that this might actually go against you? So we're going to carry on. Appendix AP5. Accordingly, this court should dismiss the appeal because the court lacks jurisdiction to review the order at this time. Going on, dismissing appeal for want of jurisdiction for lack of finality, where trial court granted TCPA motion but reserved the issue of attorneys' fees, costs, and other expenses for future determination. I like how he's literally saying, you should just dismiss his appeal, you don't need this, we don't want it. But I'm pretty sure everyone has their own right to appeal if nothing goes against them. C. The grant of a motion to dismiss under TCPA is not subject to interlocutory appeal under Texas Civil Practice and Remedies Code. Section 51.0, golden numbers, The Texas Civil Practice and Remedies Code provides for the appeal of an interlocutory order denying a motion to dismiss under the TCPA. However, there is no statutory provision specifically providing for the appeal of an interlocutory order granting a motion to dismiss under Chapter 27. This is settled law, considering on at least 2 recent occasions, including, just a few months ago, this court rejected attempts to appeal judgments under the TCPA that are not final. Order granting dismissal under the TCPA that does not resolve all claims is not subject to appeals as a final judgment or on an interlocutory basis. The order on its face did not dispose of all claims between all parties and cannot serve as a final judgment subject to appeal. This court lacks jurisdiction. I just love how he's literally just going on and on, saying, yeah, you don't deserve this, how dare you do this, and it's really, really funny. And when you look at, it just keeps going on, there's a few things here, a few things there, no final judgment exists because the TCPA doesn't allow it. Well, if they weren't allow it, then it would have been thrown out already, Jay Sean. Because no final judgment exists and the TCPA does not allow for appellate jurisdiction over an interlocutory order granting a motion to dismiss under Chapter 27. This court does not currently have jurisdiction over this appeal. And when you read that, and you say it's just the last part, when he's I'll show you it anyway, because I just find it really funny. Wherefore, Monica Rial and Rial Toye pray that this court enter an order dismissing this appeal for lack of jurisdiction and as premature, and granting such other relief to which appellants may be entitled. Respectfully submitted, J. Sean Lemoire. It is kind of interesting because they've put this in now. I personally think it's to ride up the costs, just to get as much money as he can out of things, and almost like, right, this could go against us, I want my money. That's how I see it. And a few other people actually see it that way, so we're going to look at a few people here who actually commented on these documents. So we got Operation Run Up the Bill in full effect, Lem Winey trying anything and everything. Yep. Now, Duchette reminds me of that. Lemoire reminds me of a bumbling butler trying to relate to millennials and hipsters. Jeff goes, meh, I don't even consider Duche a lawyer. He's just a balding lad ass looking for a grift. And this is probably my favourite one. This is one of the main reasons why I don't like some parts of our justice system. Overcomplicated BS like this is the main reason we need to go back to dueling with swords. I'm 100% with that. And then at the end, he's afraid of not getting paid if Vic wins an appeal. Ron and Monica are broke. And to me, that is exactly what this seems like. They've been going on, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to make everyone look great. And we're going to make everyone on that side look stupid. And they're going to fall at our feet. That's not going to happen. I personally think that Lemoire, he wants his money and he wants to get out before the appeals start. And I think that's why he's put all these in. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, leave a comment discussing this video, and I'll see all you lovely people soon.